Team, welcome to Coach's Corner, where we discuss questions from our clients and subscribers about knee pain. And the question today is, what is better for knee arthritis? Is it cycling or is it walking? So if you haven't met yet, I'm Gavyn. I'm a personal trainer for the past 13 years.
And I'm Alex. I'm a physio with 21 years experience under my belt.
And together, Alex and I run New Zealand's only fitness studio, which is a physio and personal training studio together. And we've got about 35 years of combined experience together. And we kind of bridge the gap where most people get stuck. So a lot of times physios can only take you up to rehab, and trainers have no idea about rehab and put you into heavy lifting, and it's not a good sort of mix. So we take you all the way through safely, step by step, at your own pace.
So at our studio, a big part of what we do is help people fix knee pain, from arthritis and old injuries to post-surgery recovery, stiff knees, and everything in between. We're going to split this into two parts. The long-term effect of cycling and walking versus short-term.
Right, cool. So let's kick it off then. Go short term. What's some of the short term relief that we can do for knee arthritis?
If you look at the long-term effect of cycling versus walking, look, both of them are actually good. Okay, so there's actually a bit of research that says that pretty much any aerobic cardio exercise will help to improve your pain levels with arthritis by between 20 to 30%. So long-term, both of these exercises are great.
Cool.
Now, if we look at the short-term effect, so as you probably know, with cycling there's very little impact. Okay, so cycling is less likely to upset your pain if you have knee arthritis, whereas walking generates between 2 to 3 times your body weight through the impact on the knee joint. So if you are going through a bit of a flare up, or if you're going through a bit of a painful period with your knee arthritis, if you go for a longer walk, you may end up in more pain for the next few days. So that does not mean you should not be going for a walk, but you should use your pain as a guide. If it's starting to hurt while you're walking, you should probably pull back and ease off a little bit.
Cool. So I've got personal experience with knee pain. So Alex and I have been business partners and friends for a long time, and I first went to him with a knee issue. So I've had 8 knee surgeries. And honestly, when it does flare up, cycling is way better for sure because of things. But one thing I do see though is that people don't actually put enough effort into their cycling. So when we're at the studio, we've got clients with knee pain, they put on the lightest weight and they just flap their legs around. You do need to have a little bit of resistance on that pedal though to get that quad to sort of fire again. Because you said something interesting a little while back that quad muscle in the front of your leg there is one of the fastest to decline. Is that right?
It only takes 6 days to waste away. That's right.
Yeah, sure. So then obviously if you don't work on it, obviously you're going to get weaker and it's going to make the knee really unstable. So then you've got obviously walking as well, which is fantastic. It's a closed chain exercise, load bearing as well, which is always really, really good. And again, that probably may come for the longer term sort of recovery. Is that fair? Yeah.
That's right. And I guess another little advantage that cycling has over walking, long term particularly, is that it really does help to, like you said, it helps to really focus on strengthening the VMO, which is that sort of important inner quad muscle, whereas walking doesn't really have that sort of strengthening effect. So I guess that's a distinction between the two longer term. Another thing that I want to highlight as well is that a lot of people believe that walking will damage your knee cartilage more because of the impact. There's actually absolutely no evidence of that. So yes, it can flare up the pain short term, but long term it does not do any damage to your cartilage. So you should not be avoiding walking because you think it's going to make your knee arthritis any worse. That's not the case.
And I think I'm kind of testament to that as well, because obviously with my history of knee issues, I was always told never to run and whatnot. I'm actually doing triathlons and stuff for the minute, and it actually doesn't get any worse. There is a bit of a pain there, which is consistent, always going to be there, but it doesn't get any worse. And in fact, it kind of feels better after running as well. So it goes against the grain a little bit to fully sort of not do anything is the key. And if you pick up on what Alex just said about the amount of weight that goes through that joint for every kind of step that you take, is it 2 to 3 times, right?
Body weight, yeah.
So one good thing you can do is that when you start to do these cardio activities as well, you start to burn some calories off and maybe you lose a bit of weight, and that's going to make a big difference. Because if you lost 3 kilos, then that's 9 kilos per step going to that joint that is no longer going to be there, which is going to significantly increase your arthritis. So there's a question for Alex now, as we got him, is with arthritis, most people think that obviously the knee's all roughed up inside, right? Why does movement help it if it's rough inside? What happens?
So there's a few ways that exercise and movement helps. Now, one of those ways is that it helps the movement of the synovial fluid. So it basically helps the circulation of the synovial fluid inside the joint. Now, synovial fluid is what brings the nutrients to the cartilage, and the cartilage is what's causing the pain. The breakdown of cartilage is what's causing the pain. So basically, it brings the nutrients to keep the cartilage healthier. That is really one of the main reasons. The other reason is that when you're moving, when you're exercising, you keep your muscles strong. So particularly with knees, your quadricep plays a very important role. So quadricep and glutes, okay? So if you keep those two muscles strong, it actually will help to reduce your pain levels and improve function long term. And there's a lot of research that backs up the statement. So yeah, the name of the game, keep moving. You just keep an eye on your pain levels. I guess with walking, you can walk as pretty much as, I would say in most cases, as much as you want, as long as your pain levels stay under that sort of, I guess, 4 out of 10 threshold. And another general rule of thumb is if the walking flares up your pain, but as long as it goes away, as long as it settles back down to pre-exercise levels within about 24 hours, then you are okay to keep going at that same intensity.
Good. So like with the thing, if you're going to say like what is the best, it probably isn't as this. Probably do a blend of both. Short-term cycling, because that's going to be the least pain. Long-term combination of both. And the other things that are going to be important to understand is you could do strength and exercise as well. A lot of people will just do cardio. And we've got a free guide, guys, that you can download absolutely free. And all you need to do is comment knees down below and we'll just send that across to you. It's kind of broken into two parts where you get some physio exercises for the short term, and then we got some sort of more advanced exercises after the rehab period as well. So if you want that, comment knees down below and we'll send that over to you. So as we come to the end of the video, we've actually got a video which walks you through these exercises. So you can go and visit one of the corners up here and that'll take you to it. It'll walk you through them as well, and it'll go accompany your PDF. Now, as we're approaching Coach's Corner, we do something pretty cool at the end. And the people that stick this far are our people. They're the ones that we can help the most. And we usually have a secret keyword. And we want you to comment that keyword down below. So the secret keyword, what's it going to be?
Joint.
Joint. Okay, so we're going to comment joint down below for the secret keyword. And if you type that in down below, we know that you made it this far in the video. So go and check this other one out and we'll see you next time.